Hello. See you again with Car Expert YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to get the newest update of car reviews. For those who lament that they don't make them like they used to, the folks at Superformance are here to help. The latest entry into their roster of supercar recreations is this, the GT40 MKII 50th Anniversary Edition, 20 of which will be built to commemorate Ford's 1966 victory at Le Mans with Carroll Shelby. Its design follows the original so closely that more than two-thirds of its components are interchangeable with the original MKII GT40s. And when outfitted with Shelby's specially prepared aluminum block 427 Fe V8, it's considered authentic enough to earn a spot in the Shelby Vehicle Registry. For this story, we drove a mechanically identical GT40 MKII done up with Carroll Shelby 85th plaques. It's just like the car pictured here, except the steering wheel is on the left and the shifter is in the middle. Simply planting yourself into the driver's seat of one of these continuation GT40s is enough to evoke a sense of occasion, a process that for most drivers involves either settling in feet first from a standing position on the bucket itself, or removing the quick-release steering wheel for additional maneuvering room and reconnecting it once situated. After an assessment of the various switches on the instrument panel to make sure all settings are copacetic, a press of the ignition button brings to life a 550 horsepower small block 427 that's situated just a few inches behind the occupants' heads. Its presence is all-encompassing, not only due to its glorious engine note and the absence of any deadening material throughout the vehicle, but because of the sheer violence it's capable of. The engine combines with a curb weight of roughly 2,500 pounds to make for simply awe-inspiring pull, the car clawing for traction as it catapults to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, an effect that's bolstered by the sensation of being just a few inches off the ground. Yet for as primal as the Superformance MKII is, there are a few concessions for modernity, and they're most certainly welcome. Take, for instance, the custom-designed air conditioning system. AC was never a part of the original GT40 formula and consequently the original race cars got pretty toasty during operation, as race cars tend to do. Even on a temperate day like the one we enjoyed when visiting Superformance's Irvine, California, headquarters, having the AC at near full tilt is mandatory if you'd prefer not to swim around in your own sweat, especially since the GT40 isn't equipped with typical roll-down windows. At speed, the Superformance MKII GT40 is outright sports car nirvana. The sound, coupled with its unassisted steering and braking, is a totally all-consuming experience. While most modern mid-engine sports cars with this kind of power will be able to outpace the GT40 on demanding stretches of road just simply by ease of use, few will be as rewarding to pilot while doing so. After noting that the suspension on this car was a bit more compliant than the recently built fuel-injected model we drove earlier in the day, he offered an explanation that says just as much about the drivers who gravitate toward vehicles like the Superformance MKII GT40 as it does about the inherent charm of its old-school design. This one's broken in.